So in this lecture we are going to study what are arrays in Java, right? So what are basically arrays? The arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable instead of declaring separate variables for each value. To declare an array, define the variable type with square brackets. So I will show you just a syntax of declaring an array. So we have to just type string. I am declaring an array of data type string, and I'm declaring an array name cars, right? So here is my array string, and of string data type, and it is named as cars. So I will just type insert some elements in this, right? So cars equals to curly brackets, and then I will insert the elements which I have to insert into the string. So I will first insert the name of the car brands, right? Well, like Volvo or and like Mercedes. So here are my names. We have now declared a variable that holds an array of string. To insert values to it, we have to literally place the values in comma separated list inside curly braces. So we have not specified any condition here because the array size is not defined, right? So we have to just sys out the contents of this array. We have to sys out Volvo, right? So I have to specify the name of the array and then where it is positioned in the array. So here the key point is the array start from 0, right? That means 0 1 2 3 4 and not from 1. So this is the basic difference. And when I say 0, that means it is the 0th position of an array, and when we run this, the Volvo is printed as it is the 0th position of an array. So remember the most important key point: array start from 0, right? The highly educated programmers also make the mistakes of like this. And now we will just change it 0 to 1, and then we will execute the same code. Then now Mercedes is displayed, right? So this is the second element, but we have to give the naming as 1. So let's get forward and then see the length of the array. How to get length of the array? You have to just type the array name and dot length. You will get the length of the array. So we have done that coding, and then see the length of the array is 2, right? As besides that array start from 0. So array index start with 0. 0 is the first element in the and 1 is the second element. To change the value of specific element refers to the index number. So we will execute how to execute the whole array at a single time. We will also use the application of the for loop in this program. So we will declare a for loop that is int I is equals to 0, I is less than cars dot length, right? So as we are not allowed to get uh, forward tossing the length. So cars dot length, and then we have to initialize the increment or decrement counter. So I plus plus, and we have to just specify the code block we want to execute in this for loop. So we have to just sys out the array, and then cars, and then in bracket we have to specify I. So when we execute this, Mm, and we execute, so we are going to see in the console that Volvo and Mercedes both are printed, right? So this is how the for loop works with array. So I will just show you again, explain again how for loop works. That is int I is equals to 0, I is less than cars dot length and I plus plus. So the compiler finds out int I is equals to 0, and then it checks the condition, right? So it prints cars dot I. So now I value is 0, so cars of 0 is directly printed in the console, that is Volvo. And then it increments the counter, and then again it checks the condition, and then again cars here it becomes 1, like right, I is equals to 0 plus 1. So that is the use of increment counter. So we have seen the increment counter for loop and arrays, all three in the single topic, and hope you have understood it. And I recommend you to also practice arrays, right? So let's stop this lecture here.